Welcome along everyone to the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. Canada's a country with a proud F1 heritage and a top-class circuit too. It's time for the Canadian Grand Prix. If you want flat-out racing, you've come to the right place this weekend, as it's full throttle for 59% of this 2.7-mile circuit, peaking at around 210 miles per hour going into the final chicane. But that speed requires discipline, and there are more than a few close walls here just waiting to punish drivers with a heavy right foot. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Andrea Kimi Antonelli lines up on pole position, and Oscar Piastri completes the front row. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Verstappen, Leclerc, George Russell and Tsunoda, Norris, Hamilton, Fernando Alonso and Isaac Hadjar, Sainz, Blakely, Alex Albon and Lawson, Stroll, Ollie Behrman and Pierre Gasly, Doohan, Ocon, Hülkenberg and Gabriel Bortoleto rounds off the grid. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today? And alongside me today is a man who needs no introduction, but I'll try anyway. It's Ant Davidson. Oh, Canada. Oh, Canada. What a track this is, and what a challenge for the drivers this weekend. Long straights, heavy braking zones, and a very green surface to start with.
All about the braking, all about firing your car over the curbs, the way you have to dance the car over the curbs, particularly in turn 3 and turn 4, close to the barriers on the right-hand side. Wall of champions as well, waiting for you right at the end of the lap.
Mind that front wing, it's going to need replacing if it takes too much damage. Alright, let's focus now for the rest of the race. Okay, I've got a brand new race strategy on your MFD if you want to go and check it out. Okay, DRS is now available. You might experience some understeer now that you're in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as soon as possible. Nice work, mate. That brings you up a place. Great work, that's a new fastest lap of the race. Okay, this is your final lap of the race. Yes, mate, I'll take that. Well done. We're really happy with the podium down here, so well done. Yes!
And an award-winning day for Oscar Piastri as he takes the checkered flag and wins.
To overcome the difficult circumstances they face throughout this race today, Crofty, it's not easy, and it really shows a lot of maturity, and you can use this, you can draw on this as a driver moving forward and boost your confidence through the rest of the championship.
And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport action. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One. The hills are alive with the sound of engines. It's race day here at the Austrian Grand Prix. The Spielberg circuit then is situated 700 metres above sea level, with just 10 corners making up one of the shortest laps of the season. One time around here is a distance of around 2.6 miles, with the best overtaking chances into turn 1 or the tight uphill of turn 3. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Charles Leclerc lines up on pole position, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Norris, Antonelli, Yuki Tsunoda, and Russell. Piastri, Hamilton, and Liam Lawson. Albon, Stroll, Lucas Blakely, and Sainz. Hadjar, Fernando Alonso, Nico Hülkenberg, and Gabriel Bortoleto. Doohan, Ocon, Gasly, and Ollie Behrman rounds off the grid. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today. And alongside me today, a man small in stature but big on comment, Anthony Davidson. Hello. So much to talk about on what is such a short lap. It's the fastest lap times of the season, but that doesn't mean it's not a challenge.
It's a real challenge to get right, this circuit. Lots of tight corners linked up with very long straights. You've got 3 DRS zones as well. That means that the racing is often very close, and you can hang on to potentially a faster car if you can stay within that 1 second buffer. But you've then got some higher speed corners like turn 6 and 7 in the middle of the track, and then the 2 final corners as well. Track limits. Yep, there we go. I mentioned it. Be careful.
Now use DRS. DRS now available. That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. Okay, final lap. Let's go. Final lap. Gap to your teammate behind, 19.1 seconds. Oh, you worked hard for that one. Congratulations, well done.
That's it then for another spectacular Grand Prix here in Austria. And a truly magnificent drive to hang on and take the win.
They had to be decisive with their overtaking today as they worked their way through the field. And those kind of race victories are so enjoyable because it's not just like winning from the front. They really had to work for it today.
Welcome then to the podium, our top three drivers. What a great effort from them today in a very difficult race. Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.